before boot camp and got his ass kicked out.
We didn't
He
talk about
punched
that.
somebody like within 1 or 2 weeks of the end of boot camp.
That's so stupid. Like, you're at the end. Like, why? That's why I tried to understand. He was like, the people probably remember me like the cool guy who punched him. I was like, no, no one ever talks about that guy. They say he's stupid. Like, that's never a positive thing.
Oh, he said he can.
We
go
are
back
live,
at
by
3
the way,
months,
guys.
so.
Just FYI.
Not
that anybody cares.
You know, they probably do have a way he can make a waiver. Oh, my wife sent me a message. She says, G-Man blocked you. He's blocking you and Steve. He is upset how you ran the hangout.
Wait. Okay, wait. He had 90% more of the time.
Continues.
Wait. He had 90% or more of the entire time, probably, of the entire discussion.
Drake, he attacked you personally and you didn't respond.
Can you not hear me?
Fair to him.
I don't know what I could have
Can you not hear me?
done. Like, I really don't know. Like, he was so, and like, there's one thing that I did do when he personally called me and started yelling.
Can you guys hear me?
I didn't tell him he can go
I don't think they can hear me.
And I let her try to calm him down.
All right, can you hear me now?
Oh.
Can you hear me now?
Steve, try resetting again.
Wait,
yes.
Ah, you can hear me. All right, yeah,
Listen
okay.
to me, Steve.
All
I
right.
can hear you.
All right.
Kevin's lying, Steve. We cannot hear you.
All right. Anyways, we're live. If you guys didn't know, I know Bay told you, but anyways. So let me get this straight here, Drag. He had 90% of the time, and he doesn't like the way you moderated the discussion when you told him, you're just going to talk, I'm just going to sit here and shut the fuck up and not say anything and let you talk all you want. What other thing could he have wanted?
I think he wanted me to go, hey, Steve, I'm interrupting your time right now. You need to try and respond to what G-Man said, even though I didn't do that to him when he didn't address any of the shit that you had actually said and just played the same fucking video twice.
Yeah, but twice.
Like,
he
I
played the
didn't say
same
shit to
video.
him.
15 1-minute 10-minute video. He played this twice. Yeah.
And so I'm like, I don't understand how he doesn't get that. I told him, I'm not in this. I'm not between you two. All I'm doing is making sure you guys get equal time, equal and ample time. That's it.
And I gave you the balance of my time, right? So I'm not complaining about unequal time because I didn't need any. We didn't ask for a straw poll, but let's do it now. Is there any time whatsoever that he had where he presented an argument or some evidence that I have said that you can believe in God and still be an atheist? Did he ever do that? Because that's the only reason why I showed up to this. So across the board, what do you guys think? Did he ever provide evidence for this? Because if he did, I didn't see it. I wasn't paying attention for like half of it, but he didn't at any time say or show where I have said such a thing. In fact, his video points out that I never said that. So I don't know what he's complaining about.
Lost.
I'm sorry, what?
I said hashtag G-Man lost.
Hashtag G-Man lost. Well, I mean, it wasn't a debate to win or lose.
What was up with those threats that he kept making about flagging?
Isn't that's the big thing that I think to take away. Yeah, that's the bigger
He does
thing.
that. Like, when he gets really upset
childish.
and he has no recourse, he starts making threats. And that's kind of one of the normal. That's why no one really takes it seriously, because he's done that before. And I was like, I don't care. Like, just go do whichever you feel necessary.
Yeah, but that's just like the strategy that Ken Hogan often employs as well.
But I mean, do you want to have conversations with people that do that though?
He does it in a nicer way.
But do you want to have conversations with somebody who goes around threatening to flag people's channels? This is why his channel is I mean, I hate the word say dying, but it's certainly not growing. This is why nobody will go into his channel. This is why he monologues in his channel when he's the only person in the room. People don't want to have a conversation with him because this is what he does.
Well, the reason why I let him ramble is because I knew he would do this. I knew he would fly off the handle, and I just give him as much time as he needs and just unimpeded.
But
to show
why do I have
folks
to show
that
up?
when he says that he's not he claims that he's being mistreated. He claims that someone's being mean to him or unfair. If I give him enough room to do and say all kinds of crazy shit, you learn a lot about his position, and you learn a lot about what his kind of ulterior motives are. And you heard some very interesting things toward the end there, did you not, Steve?
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
by the way,
Jared, do you ever
real quick,
claim
I have to
that
explain this
you
real quick.
memorized the dictionary?
Hang on, the link in the video description is not the right one, so if it took you somewhere else, I'm sorry. I'm putting the right one in there now. So, sorry. Go ahead.
What did you say,
Jack,
you?
did you tell him you memorized the dictionary? That came up at the end.
Oh God. Okay, that's an old joke. All right, so I'm trying to remember. This came up a few years ago. G-Man he would just throw out these malaprops, and yes, that is one of those words that you kind of have to know the meaning of. It's like he would just say all kinds of random shit. Like he would be talking about what was something? Especially like idioms. Like he didn't understand idioms, so. G-Man's trying to goad them into a conversation or goad them into a debate. He would say, I'm not trying to go to anybody. And so, like, he would say shit like that. And so, like, it's funny, right? And then, that the variables and the variables and the veritables, shit like that. And so when someone would try to go, hey, G-Man, that's really not what, like, here's what it actually is, just nicely. He would take so much offense to that he came up with this. I personally have memorized the dictionary. That's how I'm able to offer some corrections to his misuse of the English language. And so when you hear people saying that I've memorized the dictionary, that is from something that G-Man has actually said.
No.
If he's actually memorized the dictionary, I would like him to look up the word metaphor.
He's been explaining that word before, actually.
That's too many syllables.
I think Drag has actually explained that word to him on more than one occasion.
I've actually explained what a metaphor is to him. Like the whole thing about hyperbole on the phone, I explained to him what a hyperbole is. He had never heard of it.
But I think that's the problem. I think G-Man just doesn't understand.
He's calling Jackie on Skype now.
Are you kidding me?
What is he gonna do? What is Hana next? Pew, is he gonna call you?
Jackie, what are they talking about me in there? What are they talking about me in Hangout?
Answer Jackie's Skype and then tell him that Jackie's busy right now.
My voice is
Yeah, did you guys?
No, just look him straight in the eye and say she's busy right now.
Yeah, she's
and
busy
then
with
just
important
look down.
stuff, like being in my hangout,
Hangout.
because that's important. Not really, but
Yeah, take your shirt off before you do that, though.
did you just tell Jackie to take her shirt off? You sick fuck. What's wrong with you?
No, I told Kevin.
No, I heard what you said.
yes.
I got a soundboard of that shit now. Thank you. Here you go. Pew telling Jackie to take her shirt off.
Is it finally coming back to haunt me?
It is. It is.
What have I ever done to you, Steve?
Well, we're not going to discuss the private moments we've had.
He's so for the folks that are watching, this is G-Man. G-Man went full G-Man kind of quick. I didn't expect him to go full G-Man this quick.
Dude, I said it was going to be a shit show. I said I'm going to go in there. I'm going to say, he has no evidence. He had no evidence, and that was it. You turned a 5 minute, well, not even a 5 minute discussion into like 2 hours.
Well, I was trying to do it so I could give him ample time to go and ramble and rant and bloviate about what he thought was the case, and I figured that if I gave you both equal and ample time, he would calm the fuck down and think about the topic and actually discuss it. Like, I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Why would you say that?
Hey, by the way,
well, occasionally I try to be fair.
Hey guys,
know.
I want to actually we have something in the live chat. I want to say hi to Dr. Kenny Rhodes. He's actually from Reasons to Believe, so he's going to try to be joining us at some point. He could actually, if you could figure out how to come to this one, if you could, the link is in the live. Excuse me, the link is in the video description. If you want to drop by, but he actually has graciously offered to debate or discuss with any atheist that wants to discuss with him any kind of argument. I guess I don't know what his specialty is as far as argumentation is, like ontological or transcendental or whatever, but I was thinking more along the lines of either Joe Sonseed or maybe Dr. Alex Malpass or something of interest that I think would be entertaining to everybody. But he's actually in the live chat right now, so everybody say hi to him. He's friends with Fuzz Rana, who we all love Fuzz. So. And by the way,
but here's the problem with that, though, Steve, is you're not going to be able to find an atheist after tonight because G-Man has conclusively proved that such things do not exist.
Yeah, he actually has proven that atheists don't exist. But anyways, Kenny Rhodes. This is not a typical type stream, so don't hold this against us, because we just have the 2 hours of most abysmal discussion with G-Man of all time. So. It was
No, this
it was
is the most
horrific.
abysmal of all time. Don't oversell it.
Ugh.
I know you want the views and all.
You know what? No,
God.
I got to tell you. I first of all, I was accused by, who was it the other day that somebody that I'm all about the views, and it's like, look, I have never changed my position for views, and there have been times where, like yesterday, I had 4 people watching on the other channel, but I was talking about something I was enjoying, which was math. So it's not always just about the views, But
It was just
if that was the case, then we would all just only do hangouts where we find a fundy who goes crazy.
Right.
We wouldn't have spent over an hour and a half in a hangout talking about calculus.
And there was a lot of Christians in there telling him that he lost. For Fiona asked him numerous times, "Where's the evidence?
Well, maybe
we have
they're
no
just
evidence."
not true Christians.
Well, I think G-Man's understanding of Christianity is pretty vague when he thinks he can go around lying all the time, breaking the 9th commandment with impunity. I don't see. I mean, I'm not saying that they're paragons of virtue to be Christian. I have the utmost respect for most Christians. But if you have this belief system where you want to at least emulate the life of Christ, I'm all for that. But does not allow you the ability to go around lying about people. He actually went out of his way to lie about me. I called him on it. I demonstrated it, and he threatened to false flag my channel. You just don't do that, man. You just don't do that.
Well, I kind of like, after dealing with G-Man for so long, you learn little bits and like tidbits about him, and that I don't think that when he does, like, he has this tenuous grasp of the reality and the truth. Realize it. Even when I was in the bathtub and he was saying, "Oh, all you atheists say that something can come from nothing." And I said, "Wait, I've never said that." And then he tried to correct himself, and I said, "G-Man, when have I ever said that something can come from nothing? When have you ever heard me say that?" And "Oh, I never said that." I said, "You literally just corrected yourself in the middle of the sentence because you realized you were wrong. But you did that correction because you didn't just say that I said that." Like, it made no sense. But after thinking about it for a while, he said stuff, and so he can't go back and try and correct himself. So his only choice is to kind of rewrite history in his mind and go forth as if he had never said it.
And more than that, G-Man likes to argue what he thinks you're saying or what he thinks your argument is. He doesn't have the attention span to actually listen to what you're saying, and that is the downfall. Right, that's his MO, and that's why I knew going into this that I had no intention of really talking that much, because I knew how he was going to be. He was going to argue what he was trying to argue, which had nothing to do with the fact that he had claimed I had said something that I didn't say. That's the only reason I was there, to get evidence for that. That's it. I didn't want to go down the other paths.
Well, one of the things
I can, if you want to ask about in here, go for it. I'd be happy to talk about anything he asks me. I'll answer those questions. I'm not avoiding the questions, but I'm not going to sit there and answer questions to him when he said, "I will present evidence that Steve said this," and then he fails to do so, and then he wants me to answer his questions. No, it doesn't work like that.
Well, one of the things that I noticed when I was talking to him, I said, "Well, okay, let's assume Steve did say this, for instance. Like, let's just hypothetically, if then you enter his hangout after a debate." And with PZ Myers and me and a whole bunch of other people in there, and then we try to get to the bottom of it, and you ask him flat out what his position is, and he clarifies it. Do you stick to what you originally thought, or do you accept the fact that you were mistaken about his position? And he couldn't give me an answer. He would not give me a straight answer on that. And right then and there, it kind of told me that it doesn't matter what your position actually is. Mm-hmm. It's what he wants it to be. If he wants your position to be a straw man that's easy for him to just come up and burn down or kick down or whatever, it's going to be that. Sad, because you'll never get him to see that what he thinks doesn't align with reality.
Well, and exactly, because he's sticking me in the atheist community. First of all, how can I be in the atheist community when I'm not an atheist? Second of all, there is no real atheist community around here. There's atheist community on other channels and other parts of G+, right? I'm not really in any atheist community. I'm in some Facebook communities that are skeptical, agnostic, but it also has creationists, has evolutionists. They're kind of a mixture. I don't have any real group that I'm in that's strictly for atheists only that I'm aware of. So I don't know why he keeps labeling me this emissary of atheism when I don't advocate for atheism. I don't promote atheism. I'm not an atheist. I'm fine for people that are atheist. I'm fine for people that are theist. That's the benefit of being an agnostic. I just like to hear the arguments, like to have conversations. But he wants to pigeonhole me into a position that I don't hold. And I find that to be disingenuous and dishonest, to be honest with you. Did I lose everybody? Can you hear me? Hello? Somebody?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, God, don't do that to me, because
You cut out
I think I
periodically.
have connection issues. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know how many times G-Man can be told my actual position. After 2 years, if he hasn't figured it out by now, why bother? And then he keeps on bringing up things with true empiricism. Well, I'm sorry that I beat the crap out of true empiricism in a debate. I mean, what am I supposed to do, G-Man? He not only did not even come prepared, he left you in the middle, which is an instant forfeit in any debate. So I think he's just butthurt about that.
Yeah, you are cutting out a little bit more than you were.
Am I cutting out?
Okay,
now?
that's not just me then.
We all love to see your sexy mug, obviously.
Am I cutting out right now?
Yeah, I thought he was just cutting out for me.
Hang on, let me.
It was me too. I just
Yeah, you turn the camera off.
All right, how's that? Is that better?
pretty much
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
far.
Okay.
infinitely better.
Yeah, I told you I got a lot of tabs open because I've been doing a lot of this, stuff for math, and so I've got all these different things open. I don't want to close right now, but.
Isn't it fucking strange that I was thinking up until like last week that I was going to be taking Calc 1, but I find out that I'm taking Stat 1, and suddenly everyone starts teaching calculus, and I'm like, fuck.
Oh, take Calc instead of Stat, man. Stats is a whole different ballgame.
This one, Stat's not real
it
math.
It doesn't matter. Learn it from your actual class, not from YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
You learn it in class, and then you come to
That's
YouTube to kind of get the points you missed.
Wait, Stats actually uses a lot of Calc as well.
Until a bit later.
Stats is magic.
Stat classes.
Right.
This is magic.
I mean, I could. That was the highest level I could take, because they only let you take college algebra or stat if you in like the highest bracket of SAT scores, so you can like test into a class.
Yeah.
So that kind of sucks. But
do you want
I'll wait a
to?
semester.
Hey, Drag, do you want to like eavesdrop real quick on G-Man? I'm just kind of curious what he's saying. I don't know why. It's just like I know you have it open right now because I know you.
I don't.
G-Man told Jackie that his. Hold on, Jackie. When G-Man Skype called you, did he tell you that your call was being broadcast into his Hangout?
Yeah, I was really surprised.
Yeah,
Like,
that's when you hang up on him and tell him I didn't consent to that, and you're gonna tell me next time you do that. I'm gonna.
Oh, he got pissed.
If I had known that, I would have said something to him, and he would not have liked it.
But I
Well,
want to give him credit though. He did, even though like for me before the call, he did say right off the bat, "You're being broadcasted on my channel." Like, that's the first
I hope
thing
we
he
understand now that unsolicited calls from G-Man are not going to be a thing. If he does that, you hang up on him and ask him what he wants in text.
How come G-Man never calls me? I got voice over IP.
I'm not gonna say anything. I just told him, I'm relaxing, blah blah blah, and it was really cordial.
I still think that's antisocial as fuck. Is that Shani? Is Shani in G-Man's hanging out right now?
Yes.
Yeah, Shani actually has basically said she doesn't care how much G-Man lies. She's a brother in Christ. He's a brother in Christ, and she doesn't care how much he lies. If she's going to defend him, that is what I find to be duplicitous with the fringe theist in the community. Right, 90% of the theists, I think I have the most respect for, but that 10% that are willing to sacrifice their integrity because of tribalism, I have no respect
see,
for.
I'm getting a message. So all I care about is money.
You?
Wait, from who?
That's being said in G-Man's chat. Or G-Man's Hangout.
Well, Dre,
Wait, this is coming from like this is coming from the guy.
I think everybody that lives on the planet cares a little bit about money because you need a little bit of money to survive. So like there is a kind of a need for money for most people. So I don't know why that's a kind of a strange statement.
Well, no, Shani has made mention of my financial situation recently, and as I guess relishing in the fact that she is still employed. And so it's funny because I just listened to her e-beg I don't know how long ago, but it's whatever. Sure, if that came from G-Man or Shani, but I mean, it's regardless. It's like, okay, like if that's the only thing that they have on me,
yeah, really,
then okay.
so let me get this. Yeah, I mean, we all try to make a little money off this. I mean, this is my full-time thing. So yes, I try to make some money. Now I have a threshold though. I've actually had people offer more than I should ever get, and I turn it down. I had people offer, hey, put stuff on your wish list. I'll get it whatever you want. I've turned that down. People have gotten stuff earlier on, but I don't feel like I'm entitled to something unless I've earned it. And I want to put forth a product, and I want to put forth good hangouts and great guests like we've had with Dr. Ross, who's coming back to talk about Probable Planet, or whoever, whatever. But I don't sit there and do this Brett Keane crap. I don't do the Shandy for Christ stuff. This is entertainment. If you like it, great. If you don't watch it. Don't give money. It's fine either way. I mean, it is what it is. But this is YouTube. I mean, YouTube. Everybody on YouTube that is a content creator tries to make something, make something off of it. And it's not that much. Right, but it's something. That's what YouTube wants. So I don't know why people criticize for that. But Mr. GPT points out,
if you don't dance,
Mr.
you're not doing everything. You have not earned.
Mr. GPT just said that Shandy for Christ said that I was the liar for pointing out G-Man's dishonesty. Yeah. So I point out G-Man's a liar, and I'm the liar for that. I don't know how that's supposed to work.
So evidently G-Man just said drag is lying, disingenuous garbage. And not sure where he got that from, but okay.
Yeah, it's funny, and Dragna, you're one of the most respectable guys I know, right? You're to me somebody that I consider to be honorable and have integrity. I think that you're a respectful individual, and yet they degrade you. They've done it to Hogtie Champ. Who is more respectable and just mellow than Hogtie?
Jackie.
Well, she doesn't count. She doesn't count. She's Jackie. She's in a special group.
No comment.
Yeah.
She's Jackie. Okay, well, Kevin disagrees because he got molested. We know.
I said no comment. I didn't disagree.
Yeah, you're reading into that, Drag. Yeah.
That molestation helps.
It's probably she's probably got a violent streak like we wouldn't even imagine.
Like how Fiona molested G-Man, which I've been hearing a lot about.
She molested everybody. No one was safe.
Oh, now I'm sad I didn't, drop money on a plane ticket to go out there.
I wish I could have. That would have been awesome. Yeah, Kenny. G-Man is a G-Man. G-Man says he sounds like a real douche. G-Man is a special case. I mean, he's all in all, he's harmless. I mean, I don't think anybody takes G-Man really seriously and his threats.
No.
But the problem is he
gets worked up.
Yeah, and it's very annoying. You spend a lot of time educating him, explaining him simple concepts, and then the very next day he's just forgot everything, and he just goes on this ranting, screamy, bloviating. It's hard to have a conversation with him. If you watch what I just had in Dragnot's room, I literally, out of the 2 hours I spoke for Drag, what do you say, 15 minutes at most out of 2 hours?
You got
20 minutes
to talk.
No, I took my full time once, and other than that, I literally talked for like a minute.
That's what I was saying. Cumulatively about 20 minutes.
Okay, sir. So 20 minutes out of 2 hours, me listening to him.
I think
and still not once give me evidence.
His time.
Peer review. That's your wiki wasn't kidding when you shit posting of epic proportions.
He's melting down big time.
I think he is. I think this is what. See, but the reason why he's melting down is because he knows he was not able to substantiate his claim against me. I had no doubt that he could not do that. Matter of fact, that's what, when I was talking to is the original. I had on Twitter. I said she had asked me, "Hey Steve, can you defend yourself on this?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's not even an issue. I have never said what he has claimed that I have said. It's never happened."
Yeah, I mean, I kind of knew where this whole thing was going when I was trying to talk to him, before all this stuff happened. I was like, well, how about one of the things I suggested was that he talk to you privately. Of course, he didn't do that, but he You and Hannah. Wait. He blocked Hannah too?
Really?
What? Hold on. I'm reading.
Blocked a white woman. Oh no!
Shit.
It's a block party.
He blocked all of our numbers. Oh, he blocked our numbers.
Okay, but here's what I don't understand. How is him blocking me affect?
Greg.
Wait.
You won't be able to challenge him to a foot race.
How does he blocking me affect me? I don't go to his channel, so why would it matter if he blocks me or not?
I don't know.
And by the way,
okay,
if he blocks me, then well, he doesn't really post in the GDC, but technically you're not supposed to have any moderator or the owner of the GDC community blocked. But do you guys care if I give him a special? I don't want to kick him out of the community, so can I give him a pass on that one? Or what do you? I mean,
sure. I mean, he's a little.
I hate having special cases, but you know.
I think I know why he's upset and blocked Hannah. I have an idea.
Because she's going out with Reds?
Who are we talking
Not
about?
him?
Sorry, I just got
He's
back.
with Reds right now, physically.
Yeah, she's with the devil, so she's like out of his reach, so he doesn't care anymore.
Yeah.
Literally the devil.
Love sucks.
I mean, he can take a trip over to Shanny and get a whole lot of women. I mean, that's option.
Ooh, yeah.
Emphasis on whole lotta.
He might learn something about the Bible too.
He might learn something about gravity too.
I was kind of hoping that he would bring it. I was kind of hoping that he would. I was kind of hoping that he would go get Ronnie. To be honest with you, Drag. I was like, go be my guest.
Get who?
Get Ronnie. He's like, I should bring Ronnie. You know, Trip Pearson's in here. I'm like, okay.
He can't even get a hold of Ronnie. He doesn't even have Ronnie's phone number. Like, it's such a strangest friendship I've ever heard.
I was hearing part of the conversation here, and I heard one part cut, whole lot of women, and then Ronnie.
Well, you've seen the Photoshop that I had of him, so yeah.
Oh man, he blocked my number.
This affects you how?
In other news.
Yeah, I don't understand. This is like a 2-year-old going, I'm gonna go to my room and not talk to you all. And parents are like, yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
I mean, my 6-year-old says that. Like, my 6-year-old is he's now in that stage. You're mean. I don't like you. I'm like,
oy vey.
Like this is the kind of shit that he does. And I'm like, all right, well, you want to go live outside? No. Okay, go sit down.
That's awesome.
I am mean to myself.
You're like, you ever want to see your Xbox again?
Oh shit! I got
my
that one
Xbox
before.
And I take his iPad away.
Yeah, Mr. GPT has it right. Everybody go into G-Man's Hangout and in the live chat say, hey, where's the clip you said you have? Where's the evidence that you said you had against Steve? I'm still waiting.
Yeah, hey, G-Man, I came over. This is my first time on your channel. I'm really excited to be here. You said you had some evidence.
That Steve lied? Like to see it. Yeah. You know,
hang on a minute. I'll go over with my 15-year-old. What are those like? Those begging eyes. I'll try and do the begging eyes. give me the evidence, please.
And you know what's funny is in this community we never all agree on the same thing ever, because that's what we do in the great big community. We argue. But on this particular issue, I think it's pretty well ubiquitous that
Steve, I think you're wrong about that.
We never agree. Yeah, we never agree. I'll have a debate with you on that, Pew. But except for Shanny, I think everybody realizes that G-Man's Shanny, Shandy. I don't remember. I'm so sober right now.
What is this?
Shanna Melty?
Yeah, no, Shanny for Christ is the only one that actually believes that he won. Or that won, but I mean that he didn't lie because she's a brother in Christ. And I'm like, so you saw the evidence, you listened intently, you saw that he had no evidence to provide to substantiate his claim, and yet you still side with him. You don't see a problem with that. I don't think that's what Jesus commanded.
So when Shanny eventually goes back to her own channel and she starts whining about how all this transpired, when she goes live, ask her what was Steve's position and exactly like what specifically is Steve's position and what did G-Man get right?
She
and
would have no idea.
Like be very specific and she won't be able to tell you.
Not a clue.
I guarantee you.
Not a clue.
So funny.
White knighting. Like that's literally all that this is. And I try not to throw that term around, but that's what's happening.
She's admitted it though. She's only backing him because he's a brother in Christ and because she wants his dick. Like that's literally it. I'm not even bullshitting.
Oh yeah, I hear you.
Like it's nasty. Like we got the on the Funny archive. There's a video where she's talking about how sexy G-Man is and how much of a good wife or good husband he would make, and all kind of nasty.
So she's
shit
just split up and she's already like fishing for another one.
Yeah.
She posts stuff on Facebook like study shows that being single is less healthy for you than being obese and weird shit like that.
Fucking excuse.
If it came down to me being single the rest of my life or Shanny for Christ, I'll take the single.
Hey, you know what? My hand can be made of sandpaper. I ain't having it.
Yeah, not ever would I. No.
Oh, I will Tyler Durden a kick in the dick, by the way, because he insinuated that Shanny and I were having relations. So remind me to kick him swiftly in the dick.
Now, like we won't mention details, but Drag knows, a little bit of details.
Yes.
Do you think that for the people that have been chasing me, do we think I would have to resort to Shanny for Christ?
No. Next to Sam, you hauling some pretty good ones.
I've had some good ones. Sam. No. I capitulate to Sam. That's fine. He's younger, and but I mean, for my age, I gotta tell you, I've done okay.
Yeah. You get more seasoned, more refined women. He gets kind of the younger, looser ones.
Yeah. Well, and back in the day, it was the same thing. I
thought that was an oxymoron.
Yeah. Now I just get women like Pew.
No comment.
Women like me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I know you have a deep voice, but I've seen you on camera, so
yeah,
you're awfully effeminate.
So you know.
Just saying.
Whatever makes you say that, sweetheart?
Hot.
God.
I need. Oh shit! I do need to ask Redline about that. Shit, I forgot. Damn! I can't message him.
He's probably with his woman right now.
Yeah, that'd be a dick move for me to text him or call him right now when they're together.
Yeah, let him
like my roommates did.
Time.
Did I tell you about that story when my first sexual experience? And my roommates called my phone while they knew that I was down the hall having sex.
What a bunch
I feel like
of
this is the story we need.
What? Explain.
So it started on plentyoffish.com.
You gotta hook up on Plenty of Fish.
Like all good stories.
Wow, this was a long time ago. This wasn't even Tinder.
No, this is before Tinder.
He's old school fishing.
Yeah, this is back when I was in college. I was in the University of Louisiana at Lafayette, and I found a girl named Brooke. And long story short, in the second date, I invited her over to my dorm room, and I told my dorm mate Corey, and I told my buddies down the hall, Johnny and a few others, to stay the fuck away from the door because I was going to be having sex unlike them. So, good assholes.
Yeah, that's just an invitation asking for trouble.
Yeah, the first mistake.
I thought the brotherhood would understood. I thought they would be there with me, that I was getting laid and they weren't, and they should be happy for me, since I was a
No, it's because you're getting laid and they're not.
As a token black guy, you get to have those special rights. So
they go in for the cock block.
Yeah, so Johnny sends me 50,000 text messages. Are you having sex yet? Are you having sex yet?
Why didn't you throw away your phone? I would have tossed that thing through the fucking window. What's wrong with you?
I ended up she was on top of me, and I'm like, this mother. Like I looked at her, I'm like, this motherfucker. And so I'm worried about my performance because it was my first time. But she was on top, so I tossed the phone. After she was done, we said our goodbye. I said, you motherfucker, I will kick over every Coke can in your fucking room. And I will shit in the middle of your floor, you bastard. We're still friends though. He was being a dick.
And
but
did you ever see her again?
We're still friends.
Did you ever see her again?
Oh, that bitch was crazy. No, I had to get rid of her. Like she talked to herself.
I told you what happened the other day. A friend of mine that I knew in high school was reminding me of a hookup that we had when I was like 17 in the sauna, and I didn't remember. knew that I had. I didn't tell you. I told you about that, didn't I?
You had sex in the sauna. What are you finished?
Well, I was doing other things with her, and I remember doing that with somebody, but I didn't know it was her. And I mean, I've known her for how many years, and she was like, no, that was me. And I was like, really? Because I always wanted to hook up with you, and we did. I don't remember. She's like, yeah, that kind of, like kind of crappy there, Steve, because that was like one of my first experiences, and I kind of like thought it was awesome, and you don't even remember. And then she told me a little more detail. I'm like, oh my god, yeah, totally remember you now because of other things. But yeah, I felt sad. I was like, I didn't remember.
Well, you just screw up any future putang for you.
No, she's married now. But I mean, hey, when people remember you 30 years later, that's not bad, man. That's not bad. Got some prowess going on there. Yeah.
So you Dolores? No, that was Shani. No, oh no. Oh god, no, I can't say that. Jeez. I can't use that name anymore in general. Because now her face and just her grisly visage is just attached to it.
Grizzly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say that I like all my dates and all my chicks have been like winners, but I gotta say that the vast majority have been at least attractive.
I really want
None
to
have
joke
been
about
like
having
recently
low
divorced.
standards, but it's tough.
Well,
there's low standards. Like
Pew,
I
I've
had
seen
low
you.
standards when I went to Plenty of Fish.
I've seen you take, just keep your standards low. You're better off, and then maybe you might work your way up.
That's how I got laid.
We already had.
I'm kidding, Pew. I don't want to ruin Pew's self-esteem. Pew, you should be a chick magnet. You should have.
Fuck that. Go to plentyoffish.com. You're just getting in college. Do what you got to do.
No, we already planned on doing a road trip game with Red Sauna and I, whenever we were on the road trip, about reasons why Pew is single, and it's gonna take us all the way to Georgia.
Oh man,
that's gonna be a hell of a long list.
Yep, that's
one of the reasons is you have silly gifts like this.
That's a skill. Like girls like that nowadays. You can't say like back in my day, you couldn't say, you know what, I'm a Photoshop master. Like what the fuck is that, nerd?
I'm a meme master.
I make memes. Like you tell a girl now,
I got mad skills because I can make memes.
8 memes on 9gag. Like, okay, you had me until.
Oh fuck off!
You had me until the 9gag part.
I love how it was the 9gag part that triggered me.
Yeah, that was the point.
Oh, you make dank memes? I won't be needing these for those pens.
You know what a dank meme is? I'm like all over you. Yeah. I don't have enough. I don't have enough tabs here where I can open up his Hangout to see him in the live feed. So I have no idea what's going on.
I don't know. I'll ask my wife what he's saying now.
Anything to get off this subject.
Yeah,
dank memes. That's a bad subject.
Last time I looked, it was him, Shani, and Antonio in there, and Shani was just having a cry fest.
So there's what, 15 brain cells in there?
So she's like, oh, they were picking on you, G-Man.
Oh, really? God damn it.
I'm trying to defend you against those evil, mean, misogynist atheists.
Oh God!
Yeah, did you see in the chat from Drag's Hangout earlier today, the one that DPR was in? Her and Annabelle were going back and forth about how misogynistic the community is.
Oh my God!
Oh really?
I laughed.
Can we not have that be a thing?
Well, I mean, do you guys? I mean, have you noticed how much quieter my live chat has been since Annabelle has decided that my channel's no longer, worthy enough of her presence because other people have spanners that she doesn't feel should have spanners?
Oh, is that a thing? Is that a thing that's been happening that I'm not aware of?
Yeah.
Is that why nobody gets timed out anymore?
Supposedly that I'm on my own channel. I can't give out to spanners who I want to give out spanners to.
Well, you did give a spanner to me, so I do share some of her objections.
At least there, she's right.
Yep. You know what? I can give her that.
I'm pretty liberal with spanners, but every so often I do a purge because there's just too many. It looks too bluish. So, some people may not have spanners for very long. There's only like maybe, I say 10 people that have like permanent spanners, obviously.
And one of them needs to be Steve McQuack. He must have a permanent spanner, even though he hasn't been around in ages.
He's in God's
Yeah, well,
odds.
Steve
He's in
forgot
God's
his
odds.
password to his sock account, so he hasn't been able to log it in, Pew.
Arn has asked Arn Featherfoot asked what Spanish. Spanish is a little blue wrench in the live chat. The people have chat mods,
here,
so
I'll
they,
show 'em.
yeah, so they can like time people out or block them or move their comments. Yeah, see, that's a spanner. It's a type of wrench.
Yeah, show him by banning him.
Yeah.
Show him
Let me show you the power of the spanner.
I feel kind of bad because I didn't know my wife had a troll, like well, it's not troll, a sock account that she goes around on. And everyone's seen my wife's name, but I had no idea that she made that account until I looked at her computer.
And here, Drag has been like being trolled in his own hangouts by his wife.
That's probably something she would do.
Pew, what is the dancing Michael Jackson Pew holding in his hand? Is that a sandwich?
I think it's, if I remember that scene correctly, it's like a chicken thing.
Chicken thing.
Like a chicken sandwich?
Like a headless chicken
I'm not actually sure. I found the Carlton GIF and I'm just sticking with it.
Okay.
Okay, I asked my wife what's going on in the Hangout, and she says they're talking about y'all, which is ironic because that's what they're upset about. You guys have no content.
Oh, we have
that. Yeah, no. Wait,
No
did Apologia point out that?
do good things.
Yeah, didn't he point out that my videos lately have been getting about 1,000 to 5,000 views a piece, and his get about 30?
He has no way to actually measure that. Like I've mentioned the third-party websites, like the Social Blade and shit like that. He has no idea how they work. So he looks at numbers on a screen, and he deduces using his powers of fucking non-deduction. And
yeah, these are actual metrics. You can go look at this stuff. I mean, anybody who doesn't believe me, go to Social Blade, type in my channel, and look at all the green. And then green means things are going up.
Steve, he doesn't believe in the metric system. He can't do that.
He doesn't know what the metric system is.
So my wife says
he only measures things in cubits. That's all he does.
Cubits.
So he's saying, so all you do is talk about him and make money. And right now, all he is talking about is you, Steve, Redline, Hannah, and Fiona.
I
makes no money.
Here's the thing. I mention G-Man maybe once a month. I mean, go look at my videos. Okay, I have over 500 videos. I think maybe 10 of them are dedicated to him. That's not a large percentage. So.
Remember when he said there's no educational stuff on my channel, and then I had him screen share my channel?
I just did a video on math yesterday. I'm doing another one tomorrow, and I have videos on biology explaining why true empiricism didn't know what the hell he was talking about. I don't know where he keeps on saying that there's no educational content.
That's all atheist. It's atheist propaganda. It's lies. It's evolution.
Evolution. He's got 21 dislikes already. Holy crud!
Fake news.
Needs some more dislikes.
About to be 22.
He's got 21 dislikes. And wait a minute. And by the way, before anybody says anything, they're not my sock accounts because I just went over there and he has 21 dislikes. So not me.
I'm going to add some more dislikes.
Let me go add like 5 or 6 more. BRB.
There we go. There's another one.
Dislikes. There we go. He wants to be a bitch. We can be a bitch.
Oh God, I'm such an awful.
I'm grabbing my laptop so I can sign into.
All right, there we go. Yep, there we go.
God, he has so many dislikes. He has so many dislikes now. It actually popped up. This video sucks.
Can we grab Lamed? Can we grab Lamed and the rest of his gang?
Like 100 people. No, I don't advocate for that. I mean, if you really like a video, like. If you don't. I don't go around telling people dislike videos.
I don't like this video.
But I'm just saying that I had nothing to do with this. I go over there. There's already 21 dislikes because people. Their self-awareness is so nil. Right? They just don't understand that people they're not interested in their content because their content sucks. There's a lot of great Christians in our community that have some really good stuff. Go watch some stuff with Han Solo. Richard has some good stuff. Christian Anarchist has some decent stuff to watch. I mean, these are entertaining. G-Man has nothing.
That's that bitch made.
Nothing.
Pretty much.
There we go. I put it in the chat. There you go, folks. Go thumbs down the fuck out that video.
That's Drag not advocating for that, not me.
Fuck out of it.
Just
if
let
he
you
has
guys
a problem,
know.
he can call me. Oh wait,
he can't call. He blocked you.
I want you to complain. That's brilliant.
Oh shit! Like, he's
brilliant.
Is he?
You know what? I have been now late for my lunch today, and now I'm late for my dinner for this kind of stuff. So, I'm eating at a very specific time for my diet. Oh well. This is entertaining.
You're doing pretty well about that,
dude. You want to see my spreadsheet? I ain't even joking.
Do I want to see Steve's spread? No, I don't.
Sheet.
I'm
not joking. I'm serious. I'm not messing around with this diet.
Cuts out so goddamn much.
It's not. That's not my.
Kevin, I don't see it.
You don't see what?
I don't see it. Each one, G-Man's chat.
In what you don't?
Yeah.
Well, I know it because I stay with him a few times. So I know it, but I don't see it.
It's in the It's in the live chat for this.
For this one.
Can you guys see this? This is my spreadsheet for my diet.
I'm not gonna say it in here. I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah, please. Okay, I'm looking forward so I can delete it.
Nerd boner alert.
Let me go ahead and
Dragnot.
Let's go ahead and delete that.
Drag. Can you guys see this? This is my spreadsheet. I've got things all mapped out by calorie, by protein, weight loss per day, weekly. I mean, I've got assumptions. I am taking this to an extreme of how to lose 25 pounds by the end of the year. And by the way, I'm going to make it way before then. That's like my minimum. I should be able to pull it off within about 2.5 months kind of thing because I'm exercising a lot. But yeah, I'm breaking this down mathematically. I'm going by calorie count. By protein.
Steve, I like how you have on your list here chimichangas.
Yeah, chimichangas. Well, that was my breakfast.
Did anybody see that on there?
Yeah, I saw that one.
What's wrong with the chimichanga?
One just above pear juice.
Yeah, I had a pear and chimichanga. What's wrong with that for breakfast? I'm counting calories.
Chimichanga is a breakfast food.
Dude, I've had eggs every day. I want to see the difference.
No, it's more of a brunch thing.
Yeah.
It was easy to make, and they're good.
And Deadpool likes them.
And they're 28 grams of protein.
Actually, he doesn't. He just likes the word.
Chimichanga. It's just like you sound like Shani trying to justify why she keeps going to Taco Bell, and she keeps saying that because she gets the bean burrito and is vegetarian. I'm like, well,
get the bean burrito for a vegetarian.
She made that argument. Like somebody was like, I thought you were on a diet. She says, I'm eating vegetarian. This bean burrito doesn't have any meat in it, and I'm like. I was listening on my wife's channel. I was like, is she really justifying going to Taco Bell because there's no meat in the bean burrito?
That's like kind of a vegetarian taco. What would that even entail? Just cheese, lettuce, and tomato?
I don't know. Like if she
you wouldn't get the cheese.
Well, you can be a vegetarian, eat cheese. You can't be a vegan.
Look, guys, Lemed's coming.
Lamed. Oh, okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah, Lamed, go get your fucking Legion of French medical students to thumbs down G-Man's video.
He said, I missed the G-Man hangout. I suspect there's a lot of derp and arguments from derp. It was beyond derp.
G-Man's running a hangout right now if you want. Will you shut up? I swear to God, I'm trying to...
That's beautiful.
She's running around.
Welcome to year 4 of marriage.
Yeah. Derp going on right now. If you click on... Will you shut the fuck up? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about this. I'm trying to say something now. You see what I have to deal with?
Kevin, just boop her on the nose.
Come here. Boop. Headless Chicken wants me to boop you, so come here. Come here. Anyway, as I was saying...
By the way, to people listening, that's not code talk. It really is just booping.
Boop. Will you shut the fuck up? I forgot what I was going to say.
Stop giving her wine. She's reached her limit. Okay, she's there. She's plateauing.
Yes. Puppies are on the wall, Kevin.
I see puppies
are on the wall. Oh god. What is saying in the chat? Yo, Shani is on some shit. Well, yeah.
You know what? I don't even remember even talking to her. I really barely do.
No, you click on G-Man's chat right now. This is what's going on in there.
Hey, drag. He just called me uneducated. I'm like, wait a minute. So I have 120 plus.
Oh yeah, she
college
said
credits
she told folks on her channel that I don't actually have a college degree. I'm lying about that. And
well,
her
I don't have a
evidence is
degree,
that
but I certainly wouldn't say I'm uneducated.
Well, no, she said that about me. So that this is an ongoing thing.
She said about me.
I guess she's switching from target to target, and whatever she can do to kind of bring you down to G-Man's level, she'll just start making up shit.
Yeah, like I said, if G-Man could have graduated from nuclear power school, more power to him. But I don't think that he could have.
I don't think you want G-Man in charge of a nuclear reactor.
I don't think I do either. I don't.
In general,
you know what?
I'm not gonna, as incompetent as G-Man in my.
I was going to say the same thing. We have had people that you would look at them and going, "This person is not competent enough to tie their shoes," and they graduated nuke school. I don't know how. They're just smart, with the math and science.
Well, yeah, because they had shoes with Velcro. That's why.
They had Velcro, exactly. Yeah, exactly. They were smart enough to put on Velcro. But yeah, like I said, it doesn't bother me.
Kevin, did you know that Gary, Indiana is the birthplace of the Jackson 5?
I did know that, and that actually explains a lot.
Ooh, you know what?
Tell me more.
More, yeah. Oh, drag. We were there.
Did you know they also played a show in Moore, Oklahoma?
I didn't know that they did that.
Did you know that it would take 12 hours to drive from Gary, Indiana to Moore, Oklahoma? And it would only take 2 hours to fly.
I'm going to flag this video because they're talking about G-Man.
They doxed me.
Hey, who's talking about G-Man? We were just sharing some interesting facts about different cities in America.
About the flyover states.
Yeah. They never get enough attention.
If you guys actually
got to do it, I'd say the rest of the outside chat is talking about G-Man quite a lot.
Yeah, Scuba Steve's military navy, and he's like, nukes are weird. Yeah, we get that a lot, Scuba Steve. I understand why people think nukes are weird, because they generally don't see sun very often, and they're always like head in the books and that kind of crap.
I gotta find my cousin's picture when he was in nuclear power school, because you see pasty white guy, 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 6'3", dark skinned black guy, 2 feet over everyone else.
We had the token black guy as well. Yeah, no, his name was Greg, and I won't give his last name, but I do remember it. But yeah, this guy was like, he was short, like 5'4" probably, stocky, just like a brick shit house, just buff as hell, and the dude was smart. You couldn't look at him and go, this guy doesn't look like he's that intelligent, because he just looked like he was like a brute. But he was a nuke, and whenever you needed a valve that you couldn't open, he was the guy to call, man. He was just
Wait, we're not talking about C. Brown now, are we?
No. C. Brown actually does photography. I found out what he does.
I knew that.
Right, okay. Because in the pictures that he posts, he looks kind of like that, though.
Why are you continuing with him? Why do you and Rational egg him on?
C. Brown is a photographer?
Yeah.
Like
C. Brown is actually a photographer. Yeah.
Or is he like running around with a camera?
No, he's a photographer.
I think that's actually his. I think he has a side business, kind of like. Well, I don't know if Neffy does anymore, but I know C. Brown has kind of his own photography business, because him and Neffy were talking about it, and I actually spoke to C. Brown about this a little bit, because he had some pictures of a girl that he had I guess for a photo shoot or something.
But again, why do you?
But he's not bad.
Why do you guys, especially Abaid, why do you feed into C. Brown's post? I mean, there's nothing else to talk about with him. I mean, he's just, I
don't. Yeah, he's batshit, but I don't feed into him. I mean, I haven't even had any interactions with him for like about 4 months now. It's only because he linked me into something on G+ just 2 days ago. Again, hell, I haven't even responded to that.
Yeah, he tries to drag people back in. I saw him do it with Rational the other day, and I'm like, see, the problem with C. Brown is it was 3 problems. Well, 1,000 problems, but 3 main ones. One, his text-to-speech is ridiculous, so you never know what the hell he's trying to say because his phone butchers it. Second of all, he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about to begin with, so he just uses words that he doesn't know the meaning to. So it's hard to understand what he's actually saying, even if his phone didn't have that problem. And third, he just absolutely makes shit up, and I've caught him doing it numerous times. And so,
like when he copy and pasted my
exactly
supposed homework, and then
that was just a coincidence, even though it was verbatim.
I wrote that part in the wiki.
He actually said that was a hell of a coincidence. That it was word for frickin' word.
Like I just like that's one of the those pure times that you can just go, you know what? This is quite clearly dishonesty.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's just one of those things where you just go, you know what? Yes,
Well,
I was lazy.
It's the most statistically impossible thing ever.
It's amazing that he actually thinks he wouldn't get caught on that, especially when he copies virtually like 99.5%
well, you know,
of the text.
I wrote a book. It happened to be exactly like Moby Dick, but it was just completely coincidental.
Yeah. Oh, who is that in the? Oh, was that Geist View? Oh, Iron Horse. Here we go. Sorry, 99% of you won't get that, but that's fine. That was just for him.
I don't get it, but okay.
That's okay.
Well, that just derailed it.
Well, yeah, that was. Oh, that's our unit. So.
Okay, I'm just gonna play this.
Dozens, maybe even hundreds, maybe even.
Okay, you guys won't be able to hear this in here, but the outside chat's going to hear. I want to hear what
thousands
going on in
of
their
videos
chat.
by atheists, Bible contradictions. Now, if you
Antonio's
take
talking.
things like a satanic Bible, you don't see things like the live atheism on YouTube. I found a lot of good channels recently. One of
he's talking. Well, he's talking about Satanism again. I don't understand this fascination with Satanism that G-Man and Antonio, all the rest of them have. I don't get it. There's like one Satanist in our entire group. We have one Satanist.
Sorry, that literally sounds like fucking Forrest Gump.
Well, he is Forrest. I mean, he literally is like Forrest Gump. But I mean, we have one Satanist in the Great Debate community, and he absolutely does not believe in a being called Satan. So why is it really a relevant issue?
Well, it's because you atheists like to make up stuff all the time, and so as a Christian,
gotta slap the sense in you. Oh, come down, saw the world, big buzzsaw. Wow.
That's fucking fantastic.
Oh god, that hurts. Oh, fuck. I gotta get back to watch that video where he threatens to buzzsaw the world in half and put you on the bad half. I'm not even joking.
I think I actually watched that Hangout when it was when it went live. Yeah, it's been around.
That's old. That's a long time ago. That is so.
That was on.
That's on my channel.
What channel was that on? Oh yeah, that was on your channel. Shit.
I mean, that's old.
Yeah, that's old school Hangout.
That is so old. Like it's bad that it's still funny to this day that he's irate.
The first Hangouts that I started watching regularly were Brian J's Friday Fails way back in the day.
Oh man, Brian J. He had was it room 13 or something, or room fuck, what was it called? He named it after the apartment that he'd go to parties at.
I don't know. He ran a couple different things.
Shit, I can't. It was room something. It's some like 21 or whatever.
There was a show called Room 22, 222 at one time. I know that.
I'm sure if it was that one, it was.
No, that was an old show.
But yeah, you would know. You would know Brian J. Like he wear all black. He have this this kind of cabbie hat. I think he used to smoke all the time too.
Happy Cabby?
Oh, yeah.
No, it was not Happy Cabby. No. This is
you know Exiled. You got to know who Exiled is.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he did hang out with him.
No, him and Exiled are married now.
What?
We've met them, dude. We've met them in real life. When we drove out to California, we met them.
Really?
We met them in Colorado.
Yes, we did.
Let me find the picture.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I kept up.
We're actually pretty close friends with them. Like I talked to Brian J maybe 3 days ago. He just kind of hides under his rock.
Well, you guys met me too, so you guys will meet anybody. It's not doesn't really say much.
That sounds like him. I mean, I come to your place and I drink your alcohol and pass out sometimes, but you know.
Up with the tongue shit.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I do want to go. I do want to go to Kev's place and drink some alcohol and not have to worry about driving and just pass out.
Oh
yeah, I mean that's.
I'll talk about drinking alcohol.
You say that about most houses.
Have you managed to find the cheese curds yet?
Oh, I have not gone into Houston yet because I've been broke.
Okay, but, let me know. Let me know when you've found the place.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let you know. I think I sent you and I think Ozzy a message. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Here's the evidence. This guy got me really stoned that night.
Nah. First thing that they did when we got there was hand us a joint.
Yeah, like 12 in the 12:30 in the morning.
Oh, nice, man.
Yeah,
that's him.
Here's me. Yeah, me and Brian in Colorado. Like this was just before they moved back to England.
At least y'all got a chance to meet him.
It was so like it wasn't even planned until we were already on the road because they were still. Oh, I'm being handed a cat. Like they moved like 2 weeks after we got to meet them.
I got a desk cat.
But it did.
Hey, real quick, I want to show you guys the difference between people that leave the comments on my pages.
Why don't you keep this on this screen?
Right,
this is a comment from obviously a Hovenite compared to somebody who's not. So this comment is, Ken Hovind, one of my heroes in life. When you stand against the money changers in the corrupt educational system, they try to break you. Okay, compared to somebody who's not a Hovenite who wrote. 1 second.
Can you read out the name of who said that? Because I have a theory.
1 sec. And this one, it was not a Hovenite. Thank you, Bill Ludlow. I appreciated your knowledge and expertise on the subject. That's the difference between a Hovenite and a person who actually wants to learn something.
Was this on the last the debate between them two on your channel?
This was on the Bill Ludlow Ken Hovind debate.
Okay, let me.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go find it. I still need to watch that one, actually. That's the only one I had not actually watched.
The person who wrote that comment, his name was Travis Moore. I don't know who he is. I now that I'm getting a lot more subscribers, I don't know a lot of the names that are leaving comments. I do try to read every comment left. Unfortunately, it takes me several hours to get through them sometimes.
Well, Travis, if you're watching, remember, Ken Hovind didn't pay his taxes.
Well, that's because it's a corrupt system, and
Well, yes, Steve, we know it's God's money.
It's God's money. They're trying to take God's money.
The IRS has to talk to God about that. And,
yeah.
He was just holding on to it for God because God has a bad credit score and can't get a bank account.
Well, Ken Hovind never lost a debate, right? Just ask G-Man.
Oh, yeah.
Because we know how qualified G-Man is.
That's why I want him to debate Edgar.
Yeah.
Because there will be a debate. There's no way he's winning that.
There's
no way you can say he won.
Somebody's over in G-Man's Hangout.
Pseudo. I am partial to that idea.
Somebody's over in G-Man Hangout.
Okay, we got 2 votes. We got 2 votes for it.
Somebody wrote, Steve McRae is having a hangout all about G-Man as we speak, which is not really all about G-Man, whatever. And he says he's got more people in the room and watching. Yeah, that's generally the case.
Yep. We're like at what, 1/5 or 1/4 of our capacity too.
Oh yeah, no, this room fills up pretty quick sometimes. I mean, this is a late hangout, but during a big one, yeah, it gets to 20-25 people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And like I said,
coming in and leaving.
When you get like 150 or 200, 300 people watching, and you only have 2,500 subs, that's a pretty good percentage. Because I know channels that have 10,000 subscriptions, and they don't break 40 viewers at a time.
That's almost G-Man. What's he got? 9,000?
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, that says a lot about the people that do like to listen to like my hangouts and Dragnauts hangouts and when we have guests on. Those I find to be most entertaining, right? I like when we actually have guests on. By the way, I have a lot of guests lined up, even ones I haven't mentioned. And one of the newer guests I'm trying to get on, and she said she would. If you guys don't know who she is, her name's Rachel Oates. Have you guys heard of her yet?
Sounds familiar.
Rachel Oates. Yeah, that name sounds familiar.
She's adorable. She's cute as shit. She's taken, but she's.
Well, I'm not interested anymore.
Primo. But she's really smart. She's educated. She's articulate. She has well-formulated arguments and discussions. She's not a militant atheist. She's a discussional, rational atheist. And I want to introduce her to the community at some point.
Atheists don't exist. Remember?
I know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't get that. He keeps on calling me an atheist, which I'm not, and then he says that that atheists don't exist. So I don't know what the hell.
Damn it! I keep forgetting that. I forgot I worship.
Well, Steve, if atheists don't exist, you can't be an atheist.
Explain to the G-Man that he doesn't understand logic.
I was having this exact discussion with G-Man in the first Hangout I ever joined almost 2 years ago, and this was the topic of the atheists don't exist because trees and rocks and fucking dildos are gods, therefore you believe that those things exist, therefore you're not a Christian. And it was trivial, or you're not an atheist, sorry.
But here's the thing, they're over in that, I guess they're over there, they're having this argument, and I don't know anybody who's arguing, against them or with them or whatever. It's like they're basically arguing amongst themselves these straw man arguments because they don't know what anybody's position actually is. G-Man has no idea what my position is.
Wait a second. Trees and rocks and shit is worshipped as gods? That's the exact inverse of Bionic Dance's argument, because she says all those
they're
atheists.
Yeah, good point.
So much sense now.
Oh, I'm so confused.
Oh, that's great.
So you got crazy atheists. So you have crazy atheists saying that rocks are atheists, and you have crazy theists saying rocks are theists? I'm so confused.
Oh, they're gods.
Oh, they're gods. Well, yeah, if they're gods, that means they believe in themselves, so they're theists. If a rock is a god, right? Shit. It has to believe in itself.
I can't believe nobody knows that similarity before. Holy shit, Kevin.
Red Eye just say Landon Kurt Knoll, who's an actual scientist, said, and I were talking. He may be able to call from the South Pole when he's down there next January to a live show. We're going to work out the technical details. That'd be awesome. Yeah.
That'd be fucking
Landon
cool.
is one of my favorite guests. You tell him that, Red Eye. I mean, I really, really like Landon. Which is kind of funny that he always goes to Pimp Monk's channel, and I don't know.
Salty.
Pimp Monk's channel is so different from my own, and I haven't really watched Pimp Monk in a while because it got kind of like the same stuff, but it's a very different channel than my own. Yeah, there's actually people in my live chat that have been with me since like 50 subs. That's true. Yeah. Crazy Tacky has been around for years.
I am not among that group, but I did lurk for like ages before even like commenting.
Yeah, we'll give it another year. Well, I mean, I never thought I would surpass Drag. I was actually quite pleasantly surprised, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm starting to get the feeling that I peaked though, like with what shitty content I do. Like this is.
I don't think I've peaked yet. I think there's ways to go.
Oh yeah, with you.
But I'm still getting quite a few subs a day. So I mean, it's still a good constant influx. And then with all these different shout-outs, the problem is like the Living Dinosaur. He shouted out to my channel. He has 32,000 subs, but people aren't getting notifications of his videos. They don't realize he's back.
Right. Well, that's the shitty thing is people I'm sure got unsubscribed from him, and nobody's set to get notifications for his channel because it's been so long.
Yeah, exactly. You could click that little bell, but if they've been away for a while and they haven't had a video, it doesn't notify you. I didn't even get a notification of that. I had discovered it because KC had left a G Plus post. That's the only reason I saw it.
So. Yeah. I'm starting to get the feeling that this genre of video is really, and maybe I'm wrong about this, but this genre of video is really only going to have appeal to people who were already watching them before YouTube got, these sorts of changes. And so it's as long as you were like a regular YouTube watcher who, watched videos on science and philosophy and stuff before, and you're like YouTube literate to a degree now, you're gonna still continue to find that. But I sense that a lot of what YouTube is changing is really causing this to be more insular, and like there's gonna be fewer people who, just because of how the searches and stuff work now and how the notifications work, are not as many people are gonna find this stuff.
Yeah, you're right, and that's exactly what's happening. That's why people are leaving YouTube. They're not getting notifications. Their subscribers are not getting notified, so their videos have taken a huge hit. I mean, what they used to get like 30,000 views, they're now getting like 33,000. It's a 90. That's a 90% drop.
Using the little bell,
it doesn't work.
I get it.
Yeah, it'll work if you've been to a channel recently, but if somebody hasn't uploaded in like 4 months, it doesn't notify.
Oh. So so what you're saying then is, YouTube is favoring people who produce content.
Yes, they even said that. They've even said that.
Sorry, I had my headset off for a bit, so
yes, that is exactly what YouTube has said. Content creators need to put out a certain amount per month, or they don't get promoted.
Yeah,
how is that somehow wrong?
That negates the whole purpose of, hey, do you like somebody who's on my platform? Here, then indicate that you want to see more of them by clicking this.
But they're forcing people to put out content when, if you like a channel, they put out content once every 3 months. Why did that matter?
Yeah.
YouTube.
I watch, actually not really related to this whole sort of thing, but I watch a YouTube channel, you know, whenever he uploads, called Dr. Randomercam. And he doesn't upload a whole lot, like not especially regularly, and I have to like go and periodically just go click on his channel to see if he's uploaded anything new, and that's pretty much the only way I ever watch any of his videos now, is because YouTube never notifies me, and it doesn't help that his channel is a little controversial.
Oh shit, I was about to say something. I'm gonna say so I can tell you one thing about how the YouTube algorithm works. It does care, quote unquote, care about the last 1,000 videos that you watched. And if you're watching videos regularly, like from a certain channel, and that channel uploads a new one, you're going to see that on your home feed. But like with Dr. Randomercam, who I'm also subscribed to, but I haven't watched in a while. If you haven't watched any of his videos in the last 1,000 videos, if he uploads a new video, it's going to be much farther down your home feed list.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's a change that they made fairly recently to how that works.
See, and that might be a good idea if there wasn't music on YouTube. Like if I wasn't watching these 3-minute videos that were just music while I'm doing other stuff and taking up a few hundred video slots in that, then yeah, maybe that would be a really good way to filter out, you know, what sort of content that you'd get suggested to watch on YouTube. But it's not the case.
That's also part of the reason why the YouTube suggestion algorithm has a very short-term memory. Like, say if you watch a lot of Flat Earth videos, or videos on any specific topic for like a day or two, and your recent history gets clogged with them, your home feed is going to have a shit ton of content related to that stuff in it. Then you switch like I often do. I tend to switch topics a lot in terms of what videos I watch.
Same.
It's going to get, YouTube will forget about that topic and we'll switch to the new topic. It's very, very bipolar-ish like that.
But a lot of viewers are that way too, so that makes sense. I mean, I've learned a lot about how YouTube works simply by discussing it with my sister, who is very much more like the target audience that YouTube appears to be favoring now. People who watch like those, what I find to be like really vapid vlogs.
Okay,
yeah, they do want vapid. Yeah, they do want vapid. They want non-controversial. They want puppies and kitties and all that kind of stuff. That's what they're going for.
And shopping hauls.
And food challenges and makeup tutorials.
Yeah, they've really got
as long as they're not sexist.
Yeah, they really got it centered in the middle. They don't want anything extreme on either end. And people have lost a lot of monetization. I mean, just recently, Brand the Law from the Greek Room, he had like half his videos demonetized, and some of them didn't have to do with anything. But then we found out this interesting thing. If you are having multiple videos be demonetized, you're probably on the YouTube's blacklist. And somebody did an experiment where they actually uploaded a video, privatized a video, and uploaded it, and within a second after they uploaded it, it was already demonetized. So they were on a blacklist, and these are controversial channels. So people like Saiten will be affected. People like Jacqueline Glenn. Logic, all these people. Logic, actually, he just posted something on Twitter not too long ago. He had a multitude of videos that were demonetized. He got hit. I'm sorry. It wasn't Logic. I'm sorry. It wasn't Logic. It was Godless. It was Godless. It was Godless Engineer. But still, yeah, it's affecting people. What?
I've seen someone who's been on YouTube for many years, They've always consistently put videos out and promoted their channel. Their videos are over an average length of 25 to 30 minutes. And their topic that they cover, or genre they're in, is playing Minecraft. They have been demonetized.
Minecraft's not user-friendly.
Oh my god.
So you want... At least it's not the vapid stuff about shoe hauls and makeup tutorials. But
you know what? If I need
an actual content people watch. It's entertaining like a TV show. And they got demonetized.
I tell you what, if it comes down to it, I'll start doing makeup tutorials.
Do it, Steve. Do it.
Do it.
I've been talking to people behind.
You know what? I've got to expand. I've got to like diversify.
Yeah. I've been talking to people about doing just this really big, ironic, like, let's make fun of everything that's bad about YouTube Hangout, where we're literally all just playing Minecraft and talking about inoffensive things.
You'll be blacklisted within 30
like
seconds.
Shoes that we bought.
Wanted to get like the biggest shitlords in the community to join it and just take the piss out of it. That's something I've been kind of planning behind the scenes for a little while.
Now, Pew, I hate to say this, I can kind of agree with what YouTube has done in some cases with demonetizing, because there has been some stuff out there that was, let's just say,
not actually
controversial. Controversial would not be a word to describe it.
Look, I understand.
Like, literally not advertiser friendly.
I understand there's videos out there.
It's not advertiser friendly. So yeah, that stuff. But then it's the algorithm or whoever's behind it went too far.
I agree.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, there are some videos that definitely are not user friendly, to say the least, and advertiser friendly, and you know the extreme Nazi and all that kind of crap. You don't want any kind of Nazi. It doesn't have to be extreme. Any kind of that crap should be demonetized. I'm all for that. But now it's gone over to anybody who even has a controversy or anybody who says anything controversial, they're demonetized.
Atheist. That's a dirty word.
Yeah, atheism is a dirty word.
I'm seeing a lot more special characters in people's titles now.
But I guarantee it. It's going to hit it's going to hit channels like Matt Slicks, you know, and then it's going to hit G-Man. Well, I don't think he monetizes, but it's going to hit Theas as well. It is going. They are trying to cut down on the monetization. There's only so much ads to go around, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, but anyway, guys,
especially since the apocalypse.
I'm gonna be ending this. I think we're winding down, and I definitely got to go eat. I'm so getting tired and hungry. But,
all right, go have your glass of tea, your chimichanga.
Actually, I've got some chicken or something I made. But anyways,
so it's a chicken chimichanga?
No, it's chicken and noodles. It's chicken and noodles. But anyways, to sum it all up, this went exactly as I predicted. Drag. I told you what was going to happen. I'm right down the line. I don't want to continue with this any longer, to be honest with you, Jag. He just has a straw man after straw man after straw man. It's just a waste of my time. So, but he blocked you anyways, right? That'll last a couple days, I'm sure.
Yeah. I'm not even. I'm honestly looking at a tryptophobia video right now of someone removing a jigger from someone's foot. So that's more interesting than G-Man, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Wow.
Link me to that, my guy.
Yeah, that's
sure.
Yeah, that's fascinating. All right, guys.
It's absolutely fucking disgusting.
Thank you for watching this.
Where are you watching this? Live leak?
Thank you for watching this. Kevin, you never get the last word. Kevin, you get the last word. What do you got to say, man?
Peace out, motherfuckers.
There you go. That's the last word. Peace out.